So you published a book like this on Amazon, but now how do you get people to see and buy your book? Today I'm going to show you the one key way to sell more books on KDP. Now there are basic key foundations that every book should have in order to make sales. You need to have a great book cover, excellent keywords, choose the best categories for your book. But another important thing that you should not overlook is adding A+ content to your book. But what is A+ content? Well, I'm glad you asked, because today that's what we're going to be getting into. Now, if you like this type of content, then make sure you go ahead and click that thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel so that I can keep teaching you more ways to make money online. But I want to show you the A+ content that I have on this particular coloring book that I created. That's so you can see where it's located. If you love self-care and you just want to relax, you can get this book from Amazon, or you can visit IamLatoyaNicole.com to see my full collection of coloring books and supplies. Now let's go over to Amazon so you can see exactly what I'm talking about regarding A+ content. When you just scroll down on the sales page, like in the middle where it says from the publisher, this is where you'll be able to see the A+ content if it's listed on a book. So A+ content will give the buyer or the potential customer a little more information about perhaps what's on the inside of the book, to show the pages, making sure the pages actually look like some pages they will be interested in from the inside of the book. You can also tell them more about other books that you may have if you have any. Now let's take a look behind the scenes just so you can see what you would do to create A+ content for your book. Okay, so to create A+ content for your book, you would simply go to the marketing tab from your back end bookshelf. Once you click on the marketing tab, you're going to scroll down till you see A+ content right here. You're going to choose your marketplace, Amazon.com, and then click on Manage A+ Content. Now, as you can see, I have some books already set up for mine. So let's just click on Edit so you can see kind of a breakdown. So with this template, it was the standard image header with text. And as you can see, I could have added a headline, but I tried that. I didn't really like it. So like I said, you could play around with different features to see what you like. And then I didn't add any body text. I strictly added images only for this template that I used. And then at the bottom, I chose the standard comparison chart. And then I just took that and put the images that I wanted to compare there. And those are the metrics I use, like promotes relaxation, duplicate pages, single-sided pages, great for adult, great for kids. And the size of my images are 970 pixel by 600 pixel. So you can see a live example of the A+ content that I created for this particular book. But today I'm going to be walking through just a few examples of my newest Woman Go Be book, which is a self-love workbook. So guys, if you're anything like me and you just embracing your full self and you just getting down to the nitty-gritty about facts about you, what you went through in your childhood, the things you want to change about yourself, and walking into your true purpose, because in this video I talked about understanding your purpose and how, although I am an entrepreneur, most people would see me as a successful entrepreneur with self-publishing and selling over 50,000 books. And I love entrepreneurship. But whether I'm an entrepreneur or if I'm not an entrepreneur, that has nothing to do with my true identity, right? So this book is just uncovering those layers and you getting to the root of who you really are. And of course, this book is currently also available on Amazon. You can just search for Self-Love Workbook Latoya, or you can do a search on Amazon for Woman Go Be. So let's go ahead and get into a few behind the scenes with me creating some templates using Canva for the A+ content for this workbook. Okay, so from Canva's homepage, we're going to click on the Apps tab, and then we're going to go to Smart Mockup here. And then as you can see, it gives you mockups for technology. You have the smartphone, desktop, laptops, all of that. Then you have the print, then you have the packaging, you have the apparel mockups, and then home and living. So we're going to focus on the print. And then we're going to click on books. And let's see what options we have where you can see a book. I like that one. Let's scroll down and see what we can choose. And you can just choose any one that you like. to start working with. Now try to choose one about the size of your book just so that it makes sense when you are trying to stretch it across to fit the actual mock-up. Let's just try this one, and then once you see one that you like, just go ahead and click select, and then you can go ahead and choose what picture you want to use for it. And I'm just using my cover image, but you see how it has that white space here? So I'm just going to click to adjust the image, and I'm going to bring it up and center it. And then I'm going to click on the Save tab. And then this gives you the mock-up for your picture. And then you can just click on Save the mock-up. And then if you want to use it just like it is, then you can just click Download. But because we're doing the specific dimensions like we saw when I showed you the Exhale coloring book, we are going to use this in a design so that we can customize those inches. And when we customize it, we're going to put in 970 by 600 pixel, because this was the custom dimension that I used there. So I want to kind of keep it the same and use that same standard heading with the text. And then we're going to create new design, and then it'll bring it to the page, and you can drag it out if you want to just make sure everything is lined up. And let's move it up a little bit. And there we go. All right, so this is what you can use for your first image. So if you're satisfied with that, then you can just go ahead and save it. And you would save this as a PNG image so that you can upload it to your A+ content. So if you want to make another one, let's see, this time from the home page, I'm going to go to mockup, and I just want to see if there are any inspirational things that I like or anything that I think I could use. So you see how they have these images on the page? I think I'm going to try to use one of those just as a template so I can see. You see how it has like just the different pages that you can use, right? So what I'm going to do is just copy and paste this. So for this one, I'm going to use the gradient tab because I want to actually make a few colors. And this is matching the workbook colors. And then I'm going to copy and paste. So yeah, you'll just keep playing around with it until you get it like you want. And then I'm going to go in and I'm just going to remove this. Make that maybe yellow. I think I'll highlight this page that says self-love questions. So I'll copy and paste that. And then another page in my workbook, maybe I'll do this to kind of show on the pages as well. So let's paste it and then make it the size we want it. All right, so once you have your templates the way you want, then you will go back to your A+ content page, and we're going to create a new one. So you'll click on Start Creating A+ Content. You're going to give it a name. We're going to do Woman Go Be for the workbook. Then we're going to go ahead and add a module. Of course, you have all of these modules to choose, but we're going to keep it like I showed you earlier and go with the standard image and text. And then I'm just going to go ahead and upload my images. And then under the image keywords, you're just going to enter in your It's kind of like alternate text. You know how like on Instagram they give you an option for alternate text, or like if you have a website like Shopify, you're just basically entering in words that someone that would be reading a description of your book would be seeing. So I'm going to put in self-love workbook with Black woman. All right, so we'll add this. And then we'll add another module. And I'm going to do the same type of module just for this purpose for you to see. Self-love prompted exercises. Go ahead and add that. And you can add up to 5 modules if you want. You can add headlines. You can add body text. Just play around with it until you get it like you like. And once you're done, you'll click on the preview tab. You want to look at it from both versions, from the desktop and the mobile version. So we're looking at it from the desktop now. And then this is how it would look from mobile. So you can kind of get more of a glimpse. Once you're satisfied with it, you would just click on Apply ASINs. And then you would go to Amazon and search for the ASIN for this book. And then you grab that. And go ahead and enter it here. And then there you go. Woman Go Be Self-Love Workbook. And then you can click on Apply Content. And then you would click on Review and Submit. And then you would submit for approval. The approval usually says that it takes about 7 days to review it, to update it to your product page. But most of the time it's approved immediately unless there's some reason that there's a hold on it, or at least within a 24-hour period most of the time. But it can take longer in some instances. So I hope that was helpful, and thank you so much for clicking that thumbs up button so I know you like this type of content. If you want to learn more about the publishing process and more things that you can do to make sure you organically are getting traffic to sell more books on your Amazon page, then you'll want to go ahead and download my free self-publishing guide. I'll link it below. And until next time, bye-bye.